Summoned before a church diet at Worms, Luther said, "I cannot and will not recant anything, for to go against conscience is neither right nor safe. Here I stand, I can do no other, so help me God, Amen." Why was the Reformation a success? Adam Smith observed that the church had achieved great wealth and power in partnership with monarchies and ruling elites. He suggested its function was to pacify the masses. By opposing education and progress, by anathematizing printing, banning books, and keeping Latin scripture beyond the reach of the majority. Smith concluded the church had abused its monopoly with tithes, indulgences, and the sale of church office, and that the Reformation, by embracing printing and the reading of scripture, had been liberating. Smith believed the church was the most formidable combination ever formed against the liberty, reason and happiness of mankind. Adam Smith was born in Kirkcaldy near Edinburgh. He opposed slavery and was thought to be an atheist. Amongst Luther's heresies was predestination, that God had selected who was to be saved. A belief shared by Calvin, John Knox, the Presbyterians and Puritans. Henry VIII replaced the Pope as head of the Church, but remained a Catholic until the day he died. It was Edward VI who introduced Protestantism, which, though reversed by Mary, became the basis for the Elizabethan religious settlement of 1559. Dissenters condemned the church hierarchy. They included Quakers, Puritans, Presbyterians, and the Radicals, Levellers, Diggers, Ranters and Seekers. Puritan Cromwell spoke for toleration, but the established church was powerful enough to jail thousands of prisoners of conscience. John Bunyan was sent to prison because he devilishly and perniciously abstained from coming to church to hear divine service. He spent 12 years in jail, during which he wrote Pilgrim's Progress. Bishop Cooper reported the loathsome contempt, hatred and disdain that men in these days bear towards the ministers of the church. And Archbishop Sandys said, "The ministers of the world are become contemptible in the eyes of the people." John Lilburne was a leveller. He coined the term freeborn rights. He was whipped, pilloried and so badly treated in prison he died 3 years later. US Supreme Court Justice Hugo Black believed Lilburne's constitutional work of 1649 to be the basis for the US Bill of Rights. When the Council of State ordered all writers to write against the Levellers, Milton refused and railed against the tyrannical duncery of bishops. Gerard Winstanley spoke for the Diggers, who cultivated common land which had been taken by the enclosures. Radicals opposed the three monopolies of education, medicine and law. John Webster campaigned for secular universities. Nicholas Culpeper translated the Pharmacopoeia into English, and Gerard Winstanley campaigned for the law to be enacted in English. In 1871, the Commons passed a bill to allow non-Christians to join university faculties. It was defeated twice by the bishops in the House of Lords. In 1881, atheist Charles Bradlaugh was arrested as he tried to take his seat in the Commons. It took 7 years and a new speaker for him to be allowed in.